as possible, and most of those eggs do contain candy, but some contain golden tickets, which can be exchanged for big prizes like big screen TVs, laptops, and getaways.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, I'm that person. I'd pick up an egg. If it's candy, throw it back. I'd just be going through trying to figure out where are the golden tickets.
Give
me that getaway.
I mean, you get to grab as many as you want.
I don't need the candy. Just give me the getaways, the TVs, the laptops.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff.
They could sell online,
exactly.
Right? All right, so we have rough weather on the way,
we do.
And depending on your location, and at this point I do believe the strongest of the storms will be south of the D.C. metro. But that doesn't mean we're not going to see a few thunderstorm warnings around here. Clouds are already getting thicker, and we're looking at darker skies over at Dulles International Airport. Here's our vantage point from Tenleytown, where we had a shower that rolled on through. It didn't last very long. It definitely did not amount to a whole lot. So if you are going to be out and about next hour or so, I don't foresee any problems, at least inside or close into the Capitol Beltway. Over toward Key Bridge, skies are cloudy in the tidal basin. Paddle boaters are still out there right now, but that's not going to be the place to be later on this afternoon. We have a cold front that's going to move on through. Look at 72 degrees at Reagan National, 71 degrees in Pittsburgh, compared to temperatures only in the 40s and 50s off toward the west of us. Here's our risk for storms. The greatest risk will be south of us, of course, near Richmond, over towards Charlottesville, Raleigh, and Charlotte if you have travel plans moving through the afternoon. This is what it looks like on Stormwatch 7 satellited radar. No active warnings for us right now, but you see the little red squares right there? Those are active tornado warnings south of Richmond, and these storms are generally moving off toward the northeast. We're going to watch them closely. We have a severe, or I should say a tornado watch in effect for southwestern Virginia, including Lynchburg and Roanoke. So if your travel plans take you there this afternoon, this goes on until 5 o'clock, and I would not be surprised if we see this expand just a little bit. For the D.C. metro, a few showers beginning to creep in around the Tysons area, also over toward the Plata and Waldorf in central Maryland or southern Maryland. Here's that risk. It is a slight risk for the metro. This is on a scale of 1 through 5, so we're at number 2, but where you see the different shades of color, that'd be 3 and 4 further south and west. No active warnings, no active advisories or watches right now for the D.C. metro area, but that very well will change later on this afternoon. Here's our hour-by-hour look. 2 o'clock, looking at heavier rains moving into Manassas, Prince William County, also into Fairfax. As we head into the 4 o'clock hour, a little bit of a lull. So that could be good news for travelers looking to get out of town or going to Passover Seder. And then yet another round of heavier rain on the way, 6 o'clock, and then as we move into the 8 o'clock hour, especially along the I-81 corridor, and then for the D.C. metro area, 10 o'clock tonight, before finally our last wave moves on through around midnight, and that's going to be mainly to the east of the D.C. metro. Heaviest rain across the bay, and then finally a few lingering showers come early tomorrow morning. Now, because we could see quite a bit of rain, upwards of 1 to 2 inches, some localized areas, maybe even 3, we do have a flash flood watch. It has been posted all the areas that are shaded in green, including inside and around the Capitol Beltway, along the I-81 corridor, and all of southern Maryland. Here's the rain total amounts that we expect over the next 24 hours. And even though it's only about an inch or so for the D.C. metro, look off toward the west. This band right here, we may see heavier amounts, upwards of 2 or 3 inches of rain, because these storms, depending on the speed, may go over the same place over and over again, dropping a lot of rain. Be very careful later on tonight. The biggest threat will be gusty winds, upwards of 40 to 50 miles per hour, not out of the question as some of these storms move on through. Heavy rain, that's going to be the biggest issue, along with the flooding. Tornadoes, we could see a few isolated, but as of right now, I do believe the biggest threat will be south of the D.C. metro area. Here's our evening commute. Take it slow and take it easy. Showers, thunderstorms will dot radar. Temperatures will be in the 70s. Let's talk about the weekend. Easter holiday, 70 degrees. We may see a few showers tomorrow. Easter Sunday, it's not the warmest of days, but at least it's not going to be a washout. Temperatures around 60 to 65 degrees. If you like it warm and you like it humid, you got it. Tuesday of next week, we're back to around 80 degrees. It's almost a good thing that it's not really hot on Easter Sunday, because a lot of folks like to wear their special Easter best, and sometimes it's heavy and it feels uncomfortable.
Exactly.
It's better to be cool and mostly dry than really hot and sweaty.
And then we know Munder is the Easter egg roll at the White House.
Right.
And the temperature look good for that.
Looking good for that. And then we have Easter Monday, too.
Yeah.
So looking good for that for the most part. Temperatures will be in the 70s. But stay weather alert. Download your Storm Watch 7 weather app. Bill's going to be in this afternoon tracking everything. I'll be on 24/7. So got you covered.
Sure do. All right. Thanks, Steve. We'll be right back.
The ABC 7 News app is brought to you in part by My Eye Doctor, Doctors of Optometry.
Forget festivals. Have you been to a Rallies and Checkers Feastival? The headliner is tender, juicy steak for $2.49. We're talking Philly cheese steak on a juicy burger, smothered in cheese. Steak covered in French onion sauce and crispy onions on a sizzling beef patty and toasted bun. There's even steak loaded up on fries and melting with cheese. Everything's covered in steak. That's how you know it's a Feastival. The Feastival of Steak, just $2.49 each. Rallies and Checkers. Fast foodies know the deal.
Whole house insulated siding, $289 a month.
When the world installed